What's up, Bud Light fam? It's the Bud Light Bros. Right here coming at you on a special Thursday edition of the Bud Light Bro series videos on YouTube because we realized we're like 6 videos, 7 videos in, and we haven't talked about UFC.
That's outrageous.
Exactly, because if you guys know, you're gonna know, the Bud Light Bros are all about drinking
Bud Light.
Hey. Listening to Klein Alley Show. Look at that. Yeah. And watching UFC. That's all we do.
Bam!
Look at that.
Look at that. Ooh, look at
UFC
that. Look at
hats.
them pretty hats.
Yeah. So we're not casuals. We're
No, sir.
we're what you call real deal UFC fans and MMA, but all the other promotions are kind of lame, and only like 1 or 2 fights out of the whole fight card are
The
worth
best
it.
of the best are in UFC.
Exactly. That's why it's the top promotion in MMA. So that's why we follow all UFC stuff. We follow all the fight cards, all the pay-per-views.
The Ultimate Fighter, the Contender Series,
Dana White Contender Series, and if there's a new YouTube video that they put out on their YouTube channel, we're gonna watch it. So, without further ado, on this week's episode of the Bud Light Bros, we're gonna bring you the top 10
UFC fights
top 10
of all time,
according to us.
of course.
Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. If you're not a fight fan, if you're a casual, hopefully with just our description of the fights, you're going to become a fan because, of course, like we said, we're raw. We're not going to have no clip art. We're not going to have no video input here. We're just going to talk about the fights, and we're going to let you know how all the fights went down, and hopefully, like we said, you become a fan. So without further ado, top 10.
Number 10. Number 10, we have the fight that actually put UFC on the map, got them out of almost going bankrupt, and just got them the most views on Spike TV, back in the day, used to be a channel.
Yeah.
Got them the biggest ratings they ever had, and this fight is none other than Forrest Griffin versus Stephen the American Psycho Bonner at UFC 62, April of 2005.
In April of 2005, very little people had cable. Or if they had cable, it was like, illegal. They had black boxes
Little
and
black
stuff.
boxes.
Yeah. So, but it was on a Saturday. It was very limited promotion. They didn't have that much to go on. But if you watch the whole event of UFC 62, which was the Ultimate Fighter finale, you had, like he said, Stephen Bonner, the American Psycho, and Forrest Griffin. They were light heavyweights, 205ers. So the weight was at 205, and these guys literally beat the ass out of each other. You had round 1, Forrest Griffin up. Round 2, you had Stephen Bonner up. And then round 3, they both gave it their all. At the end of the fight, there was a clear winner, which was Forrest Griffin. But they were fighting for a contract to fight in the UFC. And Dana White and everybody around them, the Fertittas, they said, you know what?
Previous owners.
We're going to go ahead and give these 2 guys a contract because these 2 guys fought their ass off. They basically put us on the map because everybody throughout that whole fight was texting everybody, calling everybody, emailing everybody. Hey, if you're not watching Spike TV right now, tune in. So that's why that fight put the UFC on the map, and that's why it's number 10.
Also, real quick, R.I.P. Stephen Bonner. He sadly passed away. He will always be remembered.
Yes.
Number 9. we have Cain Velasquez. These are heavyweights. Cain Velasquez versus Brock Lesnar at UFC 121. And it happened October of 2010.
Yeah. All right. So this fight, you have Cain Velasquez, the little Mexican American fool that everybody doubted. Nobody had the what's that called when the odds. All the odds were against him because everybody knows Brock Lesnar, right? Everybody knew Brock Lesnar, even if you were a casual and just heard about UFC in 2010. You guys were like, oh, Brock Lesnar's gonna fight some little Mexican dude that's like half his size, even though he's a heavyweight. Like, this guy is gonna murder him. But no. Cain Velasquez came in and was like, you know what? I know I'm a fighter. You're a wrestler trying to be a fighter. He came in, round 1, TKO in the first round.
Bloodied him up.
Cain Velasquez came in, took his little onslaught, took him down in his own game, in his wrestling game.
Out wrestled.
Took him down, beat the crap out of him, ground and pound, and then Brock got up, started doing some weird ass dance going backwards, and then Cain landed a
standing back fist, just like
that was Cain. That was Brock Lesnar trying to defend himself, throwing little sister punches. Like, that's not even common self-defense. But anyway, Cain lands a flush knee, gets his ass to the ground, continues beating his ass with a ground and pound, cuts him on his cheek, and just Herb Dean sees enough, and he calls the fight, and he's and Cain Velasquez is a new heavyweight champion of the world. All Mexican Americans stood up. Everybody was like, ah! Man, one of the greatest fights in UFC history.
Badass.
Number 9 in our books, but one of the greatest. Moving on. Number 8.
Number 8. We have Gilbert El Nino Melendez versus Diego Nightmare Sanchez. Ooh, this was a lightweight fight happening in UFC 166. And that happened October of 2013.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, Gilbert El Nino Melendez was part of the Scrap Pack. He fought for Strikeforce for many years, and he was if you guys don't know the Scrap Pack, it's Nate Diaz, Jake Shields, Nick Diaz, and Gilbert Melendez. So these fools were the bad boys of MMA, the bad boys of combat fighting. These fools were the S. And if you saw Gilbert Melendez fight in Strikeforce, you know who the hell he is. He was a scrapper. He was a dog. Every fight was bloody. Every fight was putazo after putazo. Just like, hey, I'm not backing down, homie. So, yeah. And then when he got to the UFC, because UFC bought Strikeforce, and they brought over most of their fighters, the ones that were good anyway. But yeah, they brought him over. They go ahead and they put him together. You have a fighter like Diego Sanchez, who's another brawler, a nasty mother effer that just
greedy.
Boom. Like he'll use his wrestling when he has to, but his main technique is, I'm gonna F you up, homie. Like, you trying to take my food off my table. Bam, bam, bam. And that's what that scrap was. Diego Sanchez versus Gilbert Melendez was a back and forth, bam, 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 just hit after hit. And
like, this was Sanchez gets hurt, but he still survives and gets back up. Then he hurts El Nino Gilbert. He gets hurt but gets back up, and nothing but non-stop fighting. But the best part was the last 10 seconds, they're like, hey, you know what? You want to fight? I want to fight. Let's get it.
Yeah,
both throw hands until the end.
They get into it like a phone booth fight. Boom, 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 boom. Sanchez drops Melendez, but Melendez gets up, throws a little a T kick, gets him off of him, and bam! The judges give it to Gilbert Melendez. Yeah. So, but that fight was awesome. If you don't know about that fight, Google it. All these fights, actually, Google them, and you're gonna become a fan. So that was number 8.
Yeah. Now number 7. Santa. Ooh, we have one of my favorite fighters. His favorite fighter too. We have Ruthless Robbie Lawler versus Melvin Manhoef. This happened in Strikeforce, Miami, not even UFC. This was when Strikeforce was still in, and Robbie Lawler was fighting in middleweight. So both of these were, of course, middleweights. And once again, Strikeforce, Miami of January 2010.
Yeah, and this fight basically was it was not like in the rules, but basically Robbie Lawler is a striker, and Melvin Manhoef was a marauder. This guy came in to take your head off. There's no wrestling, there's no takedowns. He was gonna come in with his goddamn kickboxing and his Muay Thai style of fighting. Kicks, and punches until he put you to sleep.
He would either knock you out with a head kick or he would take your leg home. He would kick your leg off of you.
Yeah, and this guy tried to do that with the homie Robbie Lawler. Robbie Lawler was like, all right, playboy, bring it. Man, he beat up. This was a 2-round fight, right?
No, 1 round.
A 1-round fight. He beat up Robbie's legs so bad that even after Robbie knocked him out, because Robbie, see, this is what happened. Manhoef came in, all guns blazing, bam, started taking out his legs, leg kick, inside leg kick,
so many leg kicks, so many powerful leg kicks that you could see poor Robbie like hobbling through the
Robbie's
cage.
leg was done. He was so hurt, he was so hobbled, but in one of those interactions, Manhoef let his guard down, threw a leg kick, and Robbie just threw an overhand right. BAM! Boom! Took his lights out, knocked him the hell out. He still went in, ground and pound, threw like two more punches. The ref said, yeah, that's it. Oh my God. What a fight. To see a person being done, literally up against the fence, just trying to like defend.
Trying to find an opening for the guy.
Exactly. Like from here to go to an overhand right, landed, and knocked that fool out. Oh my God. That was the best Robbie Lawler knockout ever. If you don't, ever. Like we said, man, if you haven't seen these fights, go Google them. Because these fights are going to turn you into goddamn fight fans.
Even if you boxing fans, it's better. I know you guys are getting tired of boxing like I am. All these wannabe fighters, all this stuff. Do yourself a favor.
Boxing is done, homie.
Go watch MMA. Go watch these fights in particular, and I will guarantee you will become a fight fan.
Yes.
These fights have blood. These fights have wars in them.
You're gonna know what a real fighter is. Blood, sweat, tears, and then if you watch like the little countdowns and like the story behind the fight, who the fighter is,
UFC embedded.
You're gonna fall in love with the sport, and you're gonna be like, God damn, oh man, these guys go through so much that it's so admirable, and it's just like, wow. You can't. There's no way you're gonna see that and be like, oh, whatever. These are just run of the mill cockfighters or human cockfighting. Like, no, you're gonna understand why these guys fight, why these guys do what they do. They have families. They want to provide. They want to put food on the table for not just themselves but their whole families. Like, man.
And sometimes not even just their family, for their communities where they grew up in, where they were born. They want to help out anybody as much as they can.
Yeah, MMA is a beautiful sport. It's a top combat sport for a reason, and yeah, that's why that fight was number 7. And here we go, number 6.
Number 6. Oh boy, we have Mauricio Shogun Hua versus Dan Hendo Henderson. This fight happened in UFC 139, March of 2016.
No, November of 2011.
Oh, my fault. Read the wrong date. November 2011.
At UFC 139.
139, yeah, I got that right.
Yeah. And this fight, oh man.
This fight first was the first 5-round main event that wasn't for a championship.
Yeah. This was when UFC was trying to change around not only UFC but the
MMA organization.
Yeah, the state athletic commissions, everywhere where they at, they wanted to, they started to unify rules and they started to change some rules, and they made non-title main events that were worthy 5 rounds because people were getting upset that you have a main event that's only 3 rounds, but these guys can go 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Even though if it's not for a title, it don't matter. Like, you should let these guys fight for the 25 minutes.
Plus, like, some fights were so good that they should have gone 5 rounds.
Exactly.
And you could have seen, like, someone was gassing, somebody was getting hurt or something, and if only they had an extra round, they could have finished it. So they had all the what ifs, so they're like, F it. Let's do 5 rounds for main events, put good main events, and let's see what happens.
Yeah. So that was the first 5-round non-title fight main event between Shogun Hua and Hendo Henderson. And what's to say about this fight? Jesus Christ! If the first fight, Griffin versus Bonner, didn't get you excited, this fight had it all. Back and forth. You pretty much had Hendo winning the first and second round, and then Shogun first and 3, and then
Shogun came in and did the opposite and dominated the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, and he man, they went back and forth, bam, bam, bam. Is this the fight where he broke his nose or no?
No, that's the second one.
That's the second one.
Yeah.
Oh, but this one was epic from beginning to end. I know that word gets thrown around, like, oh, that was epic, all this. But back in the day, when this happened in 2011, that was a goddamn epic fight because it was full-on action from the first round from the first bell to the last bell. These guys went at it, effing each other up, bam, 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 putazos, takedown after takedown, reversals after reversals. And then at the end, it was the best man that won. And it was a decision for Henderson, right?
Yeah, Henderson.
Henderson won that fight. And, man, that was one of the best fights of basically the decade. Because it was in 2011.
Yeah, I believe that fight even got into the UFC Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so that's how good it was. So...
Plus, they were so bloody. Both of these men had on white shorts. They both left with red shorts afterwards.
Exactly. So,
insane.
Man, if you like violence, if you like men handling business, real men going out there and just bam, bam, bam.
You like warriors.
Yeah. It's the reincarnation of warriors. Like gladiators from the olden times. Like, are you not entertained?
Yeah.
That's the stuff that we like. But this comes, so this is basically...
That was our number 6.
Number 6.
And we're going to pause it right here just for now. And then on the next video, we're going to give you our top 5.
Yeah. So this was the 10 through 6 top UFC fights
of all time.
according to us, the Bud Light Bros. So, and this is a special middle of the week video because, like we said, we were on here and we haven't had any discussion about UFC. So we're bringing it to you. Give us a pause. We're gonna load, reset, and
Go
then
on to the second part.
and yeah, there's gonna be a two-parter. So this is part one. Stay tuned for part number 2 coming up in about an hour or so.
Woo!
Bang. Bud Light Bros. It is what it is.
Yeah.